Hello, church family, friends, guests. I'm Chad, one of the pastors on staff here at the State College Alliance Church, and I'm excited for this opportunity to take you on a quick walkthrough journey of what it's going to look like for us as we pivot to indoor worship as one of our expressions of worship in this next season of ministry together. Hopefully you've had an opportunity to watch Pastor Aaron's recent update video to give you a sense of what we're doing and why we're doing it. The purpose of today is to really give you this sense of how we're going to worship together indoors, to give you a picture of what to expect, what you can anticipate if you join us. So join me today. Before arriving for weekend worship, we're asking everybody to RSVP online or by contacting the church office if you're not comfortable with the online form. With the RSVP, that will allow us to manage the numbers appropriately to help us stay within the capacity limitations that we're using for the sanctuary and other rooms, according to CDC and state guidelines. It'll also allow us to communicate any changes in plans with those who are planning to join us. And if you're concerned about this, we won't have bouncers at the door, and we won't be turning away guests who didn't know to RSVP. We simply ask that all of our church family would use the RSVP process to help us manage things well in this season. We will only be offering children's ministry at the 11:30 service, so we ask that you prioritize seating in that service to families with kids. Before you enter the building, we're asking for everyone to wear a mask for the duration of their time in the building. This request is in accordance with local mandates and the strong consensus of medical experts for how we should proceed given our desire to meet together indoors. And many of our folks have expressed that they are only comfortable worshiping indoors if everyone is masked. And we want to sing together, which only seems advisable if we're masked. So wear your mask over your mouth and your nose, but not over your eyes. And if you forget yours, we have some available at the entrance, graciously made available by our Sacred Sewist team. So take one, wear it, and keep it, because once it's on your face, it's forever yours. As you enter the lobby, our greeters will be there to welcome you, answer your questions, and hand you a print bulletin if you'd like one. There will also be someone at the info center if you have questions at any point before or after the services. For now, we're keeping the coffee ministry on hiatus, so we won't be distributing coffee and snacks from the cafe as we have in the past. As you see friends in the lobby and in the sanctuary, say hello, connect. We're probably in a post-handshake and post-hug era for now, but fist bumps, elbow taps, and warm conversation are strongly encouraged. One of the main reasons we're worshiping together is to be physically together. So please, as you are comfortable and as others are comfortable, take the opportunity to catch up with old friends and maybe make new friends. In the sanctuary, some seats have been removed to naturally create social distancing, so feel free to find a seat by yourself or with the folks in your family or your roommate group or your relational bubble, but with appropriate distance from other folks and other groups. There are plenty of seats to allow for good spacing. Since we'll be in the sanctuary together for an hour or so, including singing, you can rest assured that our HVAC system will be cranking hard to refresh the air, and we've upgraded our filters to higher MERV standards. And no, MERV is not the phantom of the SCAC. MERV is a rating system for air filters. Our filters and system will ensure that the air in the room will be as fresh and clean as possible. We're planning to have a live host pastor at each service to welcome you here, share some announcements, and transition to the time of music worship. Our worship team will lead us in song, prayer, and scripture reading, primarily in the blended style that we've been using throughout this pandemic season. The worship music will be presented on screen, pre-recorded, to allow us to offer that experience simply, consistently, and with high quality across our various services and online platforms, to allow us to multiply the service times and locations as often as we need to accommodate the interest of folks who want to be with us, and to allow us to include as many worshipers in the room as we can. And again, because we will be masked and socially distanced and with limited capacity in the room, you will be allowed and encouraged to sing with gusto if you'd like. Or if you'd prefer, you can just listen to the worship team and those around you who are singing. The sermon will also be offered on screen for now, and our live host pastor will send us out with a benediction at the conclusion of each service. On the way out of the sanctuary, those who prefer giving to the ministry of the church with check or cash rather than online are welcome to drop their gift in the drop box by the rear exits of the sanctuary or in the lobby near the info center. Again, connect, chat with each other in the lobby, but also consider taking lengthier conversations outside to the beautiful patio area to make room for folks who are arriving for the next service, or maybe just because you'd prefer to chat without your mask. So hopefully this video gives you a sense of what to expect for in-person indoor worship in this coming season in the life of our church family together. If what I've described just isn't for you, that's fine. We'll continue to have options online. We invite you to gather together with friends, family, neighbors. We would encourage you to worship together with your community group in a place and time that would work well for you. And if what we're doing in person in this next season doesn't work well for you, just know that it won't be forever. We're going to continue to be flexible and make adjustments as the circumstances around us change moving forward. Here's what I believe, friends. God was with us when we were exclusively worshiping online. God was with us when we worshiped together outdoors. And God will continue to be with us as we worship Him now together indoors. It'll be different, but it will be good because we worship a good God and because we'll be together. Blessings as we worship God together online and once again indoors for His glory and for our joy.